surgical, non-drug approaches to managing spinal health and spinal pain, especially things like bulging disc, herniated disc, spinal stenosis, and things along that line. So I want to welcome you if you've never been here before. It's great to have you here. Please say hello. You can leave me write a comment and let me know where you're from, and we'd love to say hello to you. And we also want to be a resource for you so we can answer questions for you on a weekly basis. I mean, how often do you really get to have a doctor that you get to ask questions to on a weekly basis for 7 to 9 minutes and just get sometimes that one little nugget that you need, that information? Well, Feliz Año Nuevo to you as well, Marisa. Great to have you here as always. So what we want to talk about today is we want to talk about hydration of your body. Hydration's obviously super important. We all kind of know about that, but a lot of people and a lot of my patients over the years don't know exactly what to do. So, well, it's great to have you here in Alpharetta, and go Miami, right? Been there many times. It's a great town. So you gotta love the Cuban food there for sure. So what is optimal hydration for our bodies? I'm going to show that to you here in a second, and then I'm going to show you one of my favorite hacks as well that you can do to make sure that you're hydrating properly, okay? It's really easy. So without any further ado, let's go and take a look at one of our slides that we made. So water in your disc. Well, it's not just about discs, even though it's really important for discs, because the disc is made up of 80% water. So if we go back here and I slide to this next slide here, so if you can see, 80% of our discs are made up of water. And when I talk about the disc, what are we talking about? Well, we're talking about, if you've never been with me before, we're talking about this structure right here, this piece of fibrocartilage material that allows a space to be created between each one of the bones so that the nerves, these guys right here, can branch off of the spinal cord and go out and tell your body how to control itself, how to feel sensations, how to move the muscles, how to control your organs. So making sure there's plenty of room for that nerve to get out is paramount for our health. And so we want to make sure they stay hydrated. And one of the things is that when you look at, if I bring this up right here, I'll make my face a little bigger. So again, this is our disc right here. So when the disc is well hydrated, it's nice and thick like this. That jelly's on the inside, and it has on an MRI, especially what's called a T2 weighted image of your MRI, it's going to be light gray color when you look at the disc. Over a period of time, if you don't have proper hydration, or you're chronically dehydrated, or you're losing mobility of your segments, those discs are going to start to become and change their color, and they're going to start to become darker on your MRI. And that's one of the first signs that you have degenerative disc disease, even if you don't have pain, okay? And if it continues on past that, and it goes into this stage where it starts to turn black, then we know that the disc has been dehydrated for an extended period of time. The official term for that is called desiccation of your disc. So if you have an MRI and you're looking at your report and you see the word desiccation, that's exactly what that means, dehydration to your disc. And the more dehydrated they get, the more black they get on a T2 weighted MRI image. So that's all I kind of want to talk about with that today. So I want to talk to you about how do you optimally hydrate your body and how to know that that's happening. Well, so let's go back to our slide here. So there's an equation to do it, and it's quite simple, and I'll give you a couple examples here so it makes it easy. But here's basically the main thing. Half of your body weight. So if you got a pencil or a pen and a piece of paper, I want you to write this down. So figure out how much you weigh. Doesn't matter how much it is, okay? It's 100 pounds, 150, 200, 350, I don't care, all right? The equation is the same for everybody. So figure out how much you weigh in pounds. Then I want you to take half of that number. So if you weigh 100 pounds, half of that is 50 pounds, okay? And whatever half of your body weight is in pounds is how many ounces of water you should be drinking per day, okay? Half of your body weight in ounces per day. So, and if you're on the metric system and you're from another place in the world that uses that, it's going to be half of your body weight, right there, times 29.57 mils. And that'll tell you how many milliliters you need to drink per day. Okay? So it's not too hard to figure out. So let's go look at an example here. If my PowerPoint will, all right, let's go back to there. So here's a good example. Let's say you weigh 150 pounds. So you're going to take 150, you're going to divide that by 2. That's going to give you 75 pounds, and you should be drinking 75 ounces of water per day, or if you use that equation I showed you, 2,217 milliliters per day. If you weigh 200 pounds, you should be drinking 100 ounces of water per day, okay? And so let me show you my hack on doing this. So for me, sitting around 200 pounds, this is my hack. So this is 1.5 liters of water, and the beauty of this size bottle for me is that it's like 50.7 ounces of water filled to the top. That's half of what I need to hydrate myself properly for a day. So what do? Well, here's one of my big tips. Fill this thing up at nighttime. Set it either next to your bed, okay, if you're a water drinker in bed, or you can put it down in your kitchen if you're not. And what I want you to do before you put anything else in your body, okay, tea, coffee, soda, food, doesn't matter what it is, I want you to take this guy and either pour it in a glass or chug it out of here. Four good swigs, whatever that depends, maybe somewhere around 8 to 12 ounces of water. Sip that, and then you can have anything else you want at that point. And what this is going to do is this acts like WD-40, okay? And it lubricates our digestive system. And believe it or not, after doing that, when you get your body in this right cycle, it'll actually stimulate bowel movement for you. So, which is beautiful because really your body is repairing itself through the night. It's taking the food from the day before and it's getting rid of its waste products, and you want to get those waste products out of your body. And this is all it takes. 4 or 5 swigs like that, give it a couple minutes and you'd be amazed. Most people have to go have a bowel movement. So you're getting rid of your waste products and you're starting your body's cycle over again. And that's what I do. So my goal for this, and my goal for you, is that whatever yours is, so if you weigh 100 pounds, then you're going to have something that's 50 ounces. And so like a 1 liter bottle for you is usually going to be about correct. So a 1 liter bottle is about 33 ounces. So it'll be a little bit more than what you need if you weigh 100 pounds. If you weigh 150 pounds, then you're going to need 75 ounces. So it's going to be just a little over 2 liters of water. For me, it's 3 liters of water per day is my optimum hydration. Okay, so that's the way to calculate it. And the easiest thing, and you got to do it, is you got to start first thing in the morning. If you go to the gym, I'll drink this whole thing in the gym. And so you want to take one of these bottles with you, and you should be chugging this while you're at the gym so you hydrate really properly. One of the other hacks I love doing is like a liquid IV packet. So put a liquid IV packet in here. It just kind of spices it up, makes your water taste a little bit more fun to drink, right? Because sometimes water is kind of boring to drink, the flavor of it. But you're also going to be getting, your sodium and your potassium in here. And if you look at most people when they go to the hospital and they're not feeling good, especially older people, one of the #1 things that they do is they give you an IV. Why? Because almost everybody's dehydrated. And when our bodies are dehydrated and then we lose our essential minerals, our bodies just don't work properly. So get some liquid IV packets. You can get them at Costco, probably at Sam's Club. You can get a little better deal on those. They're great. You can stick them in your purse, in your backpack. Just put them in your water like that, shake it up, spruces up the flavor of your water, and I think it's really going to make it a lot more fun to drink your water. And so your goal should be just to finish your second bottle by somewhere around 5:30 to 6 o'clock, okay? Because if you do that, you won't have to worry about getting up all night long and peeing 4 or 5 times in the night, which is total, just inconvenience, and it interrupts your sleep quality. So you want to finish most of your water hydration by somewhere around that 5 or 6 o'clock, okay? So I hope that this has brought some value to your life, and if it has, I hope that you'll share these videos with other people that you love, because a lot of people don't know this information, and they're starting, new goals for themselves today, a new vision of what they want their life to be like in 2025. And one of the best things that you can do is reverse engineer it and go, okay, if it's December 31st of 2025 and I look back on this and it was the best year of my life, what would it take to do that? And I'm going to tell you, one of the things it's going to take to do that is to keep your spine and your nervous system healthy and keep yourself really well hydrated. So I've given you one of my tips today. If I can be of help to you in any other way, please send me a DM. Go take a look at our website, drshawnmcwilliams.com. There's some great information on there for you as well. We're building all kind of amazing stuff this year that we're going to be having out, and just to add value to your life. So Marissa's got a question. What about my water in my coffee or tea? Does that count toward daily ounces? That's a great question. Thanks for asking me that, Marissa. And the answer is no, it does not. And the reason is because coffee and tea are natural antidiuretics. They stimulate antidiuretic hormone in our pituitary gland. And so when we consume those, it makes us urinate more. So we're basically losing hydration when we drink teas, coffees, and anything with caffeine in it. So it's an excellent question. So what do you do to handle that? Here's my tip, because I love some decaf espresso, some organic decaf espresso. I have a couple of those in the morning. You know, I don't get any caffeine bugs because I don't like it, but you know, it's that smell, it just tastes good, you know, some warmth. So it's like, you know, it's something I enjoy, and you may enjoy something like that too. But here's the key. If you're going to be doing anything like that, if you're going to be drinking a Coke in the morning or whatever, you know, soda you might like, having a cup of tea, having a cup of coffee, especially if those are caffeinated, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to make sure that you start your day with this hydration, because it's like a bank account. You have to make a deposit into the bank account before you can make a withdrawal, right? And going to the bathroom and urinating is a withdrawal from the bank account. Well, if you didn't make a deposit first thing in the morning to get your body hydrated, you're already in a negative checking account balance by drinking tea, coffee, and Coke. And that's why most people are chronically dehydrated. Their brains don't work good. They can't think clearly. Their hormones don't work good. So there's a lot of things that happen when we get dehydrated like that. So you have to make a deposit before you can make a withdrawal. And the withdrawal is going and go and pee. So stock up on your water, get hydrated first, and then go enjoy your tea or coffee. Okay? I hope that answered it well. And stock how toward daily ounces. Yes, I think I answered that question for you. So no, it doesn't. So you gotta do more than that. You know what happens? You know, like if you go have a beer or something like that, you know, and you have one beer and you pee out like a beer and a half to two. It's that same thing, antidiuretic hormone that's coming from our pituitary gland. So you want to, you got to watch that. So you got to make sure you hydrate first. All right. Hope that answered your question. Thank you. Make more water deposits. Yes. And make more bank deposits in your bank too. So you feel like you're growing in that department of your life as well. So, and it doesn't take much to do that. Get in the habit of saving versus spending. So, all right, I appreciate you. I love you guys so much. Please share this if it added value to your life. Subscribe to our channel. Give me comments and give me some feedback. And if you'd like to know something and you want me to talk about a particular subject when it comes to spinal health or your health in general, I'd love to do that. Let me know what you think. All right, see you guys next week. And happy 2025 to you. Go celebrate and love someone today. See y'all.